Winter is here, and the White Walkers are coming. Sell your skins for Dragon Glass at bitskins.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mykonos. We're going to have sun, sea, sand, and sexy Counter-Strike. We've got
getting blown away here, mate.
Getting blown away. Oh no! It's all gone wrong straight away. We knew this was going to happen. It's fine. It's just Mykonos things.
No one's even coming to help.
No, they're fine.
Nah.
We're all good. Are you all right there?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
right.
they're coming.
Just how are you guys doing?
Right now, though, I'm joined by Luke. Tell us what the market is saying.
Yeah, thanks, Pala. I mean, this is a brilliant place to be. Thrilled to be here and thrilled for this first game as well, because I think we've got a cracking bet in the form of Team Liquid. Betway priced them up initially at 2.05. There's been a massive move for Liquid. I hope everyone's on, because there has been an avalanche of cash. They were into 1.75. They've eased slightly out to 1.8, and they are the solid favourites for this game in my eyes. If you think that the major form on big side is stronger than the ESL1 form, you might be tempted by the 1.90 with Betway. But on my side of things, I think that Stanislaus teams are going to grow over time. They've had time to prepare for this. They're a solid bet, and they're going to start us off with a win.
That's also
okay.
You always have to start with Tabson, because in theory he could be the best player in this game, you know. But this is where I actually feel like there's a bit of pressure on Team Liquid, because I think for when you look at the lineup they have, the talent they have in that team, yes, it hasn't always come together, and perhaps as a unit it even failed, hence why it wasn't even just rumours, there were going to be lost moves, you know, potentially their star player, Elige, would be wearing a different colour jersey in NA right now.
Be
Okay, just a note as well, for anyone who's watching the game and thinking, why are these players on a laggy server right now? We're on the Go TV, right? So
yeah.
I'm connected to the actual server itself, and it's absolutely fine. No issues there whatsoever. And with that pause, we probably just want to kind of close this game out and kind of get through that, and we'll speak to the next game. Looks like this one is a little bit laggy right now, but still, it will be Nex and Co doing some decent damage. And Nex with 2 frags, does manage to save the AK-47 as well.
There is some severe lag.
But it's a 2 versus...
How am I going to cast this? Tabson is going to be under some threat. I think he's got an M4. Yes, he does. He's going to be trying to find more than one. It won't happen. Instead, it's a 2v2.
Not for long, though, I reckon.
You reckon? Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be very close. 2 versus 1 situation. There we go. Now to Keem now with the AWP in towards heaven. Not ideal. No. Oh.
Oh. Oh. What was that, Henry?
Oh, boom, boom. Indeed the game, but Nex still alive, doing work with the M4A4. How has he done that? They had the advantage, the 2 versus 1.
Wow.
Twisto, the star player of Liquid, trying to do what he can to recover the situation.
It is not impossible. Nex is given Big a lifeline. Twist has the opportunity to cut it. 30 seconds, does have the bomb in hand for now. Twist, though, realizes he has to make this a 1v1. That bomb cannot go down until another CT's body has dropped.
Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a power outage here in Mykonos, and we are back. But unfortunately, we did miss the end of the game. So we'll kind of just talk about the overall result, because it was quite close in the end, Duncan.
Boom, boom.
Welcome back to ESG Tour Mykonos, brought to you by Betway. We're currently stood outside one of the places where the teams play. We've got Envious in there right now, and they're actually about to face off against Virtus.pro. Luke, what's going on with this matchup?
Well, Pala, Betway couldn't split the 2 teams when they priced this up a couple of days ago. They went 1.85 about both of those teams. Now, I thought that was a little bit strange. I think VP should be a lot shorter in this match. But actually, what's happened is Envious have been slashed in the betting. Now, obviously, VP's form at Malmo was very shaky, but I liked what they showed at the Major. I don't think Envy have quite showed that they are a top-tier team just yet. I'm a fan of the players, I like the players, but they haven't done it on LAN. So I'm really hoping that the plow will be out in full force. We can back Virtus.pro with Betway at a pretty massive 2.10 odds, so I'll be playing up the Liquid winnings on them.
Awesome, thank you so much for that, Luke.
Boom, boom. Oh, I like that sound effect.
Yeah, really gets the eardrums clean.
3-3. And Virtus.pro clean by of AK-47s, 5 of those to be exact, and then Nice array of utility as well. The Molotovs and smoke required for executions. JDM, though, all eyes on him for the start of these rounds.
Boom, boom.
What's the next game, Alex?
The next game.
You know what's coming up, don't you?
Oh, yeah, man, yeah. I've got it right here.
Yeah, that's right. I would tell you, but oh.
Okay.
And then we'll just come back to us. Thank you very much to Henry G and to Machine. That is it for the day for them, as far as I'm aware.
Boom, boom.
Got him!
Okay, sorry about that. We seem to have some technical gremlins in the house right now. Welcome back to ESG Tour Mykonos.
Boom, boom.
To Dren, the star player of Gambit, doing the first shot. Can he find the second? He cannot. And it's the full defuse, the commitment, the trust from S-Tag there that his teammate can deliver. And he certainly does. We can't see the defuse. Could you see it?
No, I was looking for where it is. Okay.
Well, it's day one. With like the GUI is not 100%. Like you pointed out, like just I will break down the armor.
You will
make sure it's
okay.
Boom, boom.
But we haven't had our betting guru on the screen for this particular match. So let's find out who's favourite for this one.
Thank you very much, Paul, for that. Now we are going into the 5th match of the day. It is SK Gaming versus Mouse. Luke, what are the markets telling us?
Well, Pala, it's going to come as no surprise at all to learn that Betway make SK Gaming the 1.30 favourites for this match. That means that for every €100 you have on, you're going to make €30 profit if they win when they win this match. Now, for a man like you, Pala, that seems like a great investment. But for the working man like me, it's a little bit too skinny. But don't get me wrong, do not touch the 3.20 Mouse with a barge pole. They are going to get swept aside by SK in this game. That's why I'm going for the -4.5 round handicap at odds of 1.90. So we're getting a little bit more bang for our buck. I don't rate Mouse Sports at all with Sonny and Stiko. They are not top tier talent whatsoever, and they have not had enough time to prepare for this event. SK need to win 16-11 or better. They're going to sweep Mouse aside, and we're going to profit.
Thank you very much, Luke. Paul, back to you in the studio.
Yes, thank you very much.
Boom, boom.
The hard part where you have to read the other team. You have to just basically like you can't think about this when you're playing. It has to be subconscious. It just has to come to you, all like whatever you've seen in a demo, what you remember, and you putting all the communication together that you hear from your team, all the little noises. So that's the hard part about leading, and I think that's the part that Chris J's most likely to struggle with.
Right, and I mean, he also said to me yesterday that he's quite fond of the double up setup now. Especially
Well,
if it
he'd
means
like
he,
to have it all.
exactly,
Yeah.
because
So,
it means
yeah,
he can have
exactly.
one, and he can be a bit more passive with it.
Boom, boom.
I think it's time we checked in with our betting guru once more. He's been on the money most of the day. A couple of little hiccups here and there, but for the most part, it's been very good. So let's see what advice he's got for our final game of the night.
Well, Paul, Gambit have been nibbled in the betting. Just before this game, just before we came on air, they were at 2.37 in the betting. Now they are at 2.30 with Betway to beat SK Gaming. I quite like that. SK Gaming available at 1.50 if you think that they're going to show a little bit more than they did against Mouse Sports. I wasn't really convinced with that performance. We saw them struggle early on, obviously a brilliant comeback, whereas Gambit very solid against Heroic. I think Gambit can go toe-to-toe both in terms of fragging power and tactical nuance against SK. I think both teams will be quite satisfied with the maps, and whilst I'll definitely be backing Gambit to win the match at 2.3 that they're available now with Betway, I'm also going to be nibbling at the plus 3.5 handicap, which means if we get 16-13 or better to Gambit, to SK, or Gambit get there in overtime as well, that will also cop, and that's available at 1.90 with the sponsors. Over to you, Paul.
Okay, good stuff. More good info. I'm not sure about the dancing, though. It's getting worse.
It's becoming his thing
It's like
now.
Saturday Night Fever now. It's like
It's his thing.
Yeah.
It is late into the night.
It is late into the night, indeed.
Boom, boom.